Okay, so today we're going to show you an Acer. This is a 3-axis automatic. This is the Supra 818 AHD. It's currently wired for 220 volts, 3-phase. It has a coolant system with a vacuum, mist and dust kind of collector, and a hydraulic power unit on the other side. So right now I've got it set up going back and forth here in the automatic plunge mode. So what that means is we're going to feed down. Right here we have a 0. So when I start this cycle here, we're going to start feeding down to 0. The amount that's feeding each time is adjusted over here. You've got 2 knobs to fine-tune the actual amount of tenths or thousandths or whatever you want to feed. Once it gets to 0, it stops. It does spark out passes, and then it backs up off your workpiece, and the table parks. And everything actually shuts off. The wheel just shut off, and the hydraulics. So you need to start up your wheel again, start up your hydraulics again. Now, in the manual mode, which is another notch up, you get these up and down lights lit. So now you're allowed to bring this hand wheel down either slowly or a lot faster. All right, so we're going to come around. We're going to get close to 0 again. I'm going to go back into the automatic mode, start the cycle, and you'll see again, we feed down. It goes back and forth, and it feeds, back and forth, and it feeds. Gets to 0. Does spark out passes. Now, the amount that it backs up, you can adjust with this elevation knob. See, that time it didn't go back up half as much. So we'll do that again real quick. Got to start the spindle, start the hydraulics, put it back in automatic, and we come down to 0. Now, the cross-feed mode or the surface grinding mode works the same way, only it just takes a lot longer to do here on the video, unless I can get it close to the 0. All right, so this is going to spark out now, and then it's going to back up. Okay, so that's the automatic slot grinding or plunge grinding. We weren't moving the saddle. So now we're going to move the saddle. We're going to go into the automatic surface grinding mode. We're going to start our spindle and our hydraulics again and start our cycle. Now we're moving our cross slide. And we have some dogs on the side of the machine here that you can set to limit that travel. So each time we reverse directions here, we're going to feed until it gets down to 0. And then the spark out is going to be a matter of going back and forth across the workpiece a couple of times, depending on what you have it set at, without any further down feed. There's an internal pump built into the machine that pumps lubricating oil up. This is a sight glass, so you can see the oil. It goes into a reservoir above, and gravity feeds down through the ways and up under the saddle to your cross-feed ways and your table ways. So a couple more passes here, we're going to get to 0. It doesn't quite go to 0. You need to make a little adjustment. This ring is adjustable. But now we've stopped feeding and we're in the spark out mode. I know that because my little red light has come on over here on the operator's panel. Little red light. And I have the spark out set at 3, so that's what it did. Went back and forth 3 times and then retracted back up. So this is the basic operation of this grinder. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much.